Bashers! Friday bashers. I took a nap and I took some B12 and some caffeine. What's going on this Friday evening? I'm in New York City. My name is Dirk. Welcome to iBashers Dirk Weekdays. The big man's doing his stream. Who needs a drink? Likely all of you. Likely. So today, we're going to do some wrist shots. We're going to talk about, I'm going to make soda bread tomorrow, and then I'm going to ship it out to one of you lucky, beautiful people. And yeah, and we're going to look at a bunch of your beautiful timepieces. I'm going to check the email right now. It's dirkkennedy@icloud.com for those of you who haven't. Ooh, I got a brandy new one in here right now from Rob Pelletier. I'll get these all together in a bit. I shall. But I'm setting them up now. Just so if you want to have your watch featured, Dirk Kennedy at iCloud.com, and I will peruse them, admire them, admonish them, even perhaps, depending on what it is. But I think you're all a classy bunch, and I think you all have some pretty good taste. I've seen some pretty fascinating watches over the last couple of days. I'm going to turn my volume up just a wee bit. Yes, I think that's way better. Sorry about that. Sometimes you have to tweak stuff. I was tweaking it yesterday because not in a crystal methy way, not that kind of tweaking. Although I took 3B12, so I'll be tweaked out of my mind in a minute. It's so weird. Look, I have a Spectrum cable here, and this is not a commercial for them because I think that they truly and utterly suck. I have the fastest download that they have, but I don't have the fastest upload. People who have a fiber optic cable have the same, commensurate bandwidth, same up, same down. Say it's a gig up, gig down. This is a gig down, and this is 40 megabits up. So basically what I had to do today was I went around my house and I shut my TV and anything that uses Wi-Fi, because that's going to, take up some of your bandwidth. I am not personally using Wi-Fi. My camera is offline. My computer is offline. I'm offline. But 1, 2, 3 laptops, 2 iPads, and a partridge in a fucking pear tree. And that is what has been going on. So, who's in the room right now? We only have 13, but you know what happens. Everybody's watching the big guy and having a drink. I see Peter Campbell, and I see Selena or Chelina, depending on where you are. Mark Gerard is here. Hey, Dirk. Hey, Mark. RP 1960. I have a true radio voice. Oh, I wish I did. I don't. I've done a lot of voiceovers in my time, and at some point I was using this kind of thing, and you become accustomed to talking a certain way, and you have a face for radio, as they say. Dean, hello, Dean. And then you hear somebody like Alec Baldwin and John Hamm, and you just say, meh. Those are the guys that get all the gigs. I know Alec Baldwin's career is kind of kaputsky because of what happened with that horrible accident that happened with that girl. And it was truly an accident. Obviously, he's a very good person. Not famous for drinking or drugs, only famous for shouting at his daughter, who might have been a little brat. And she's even said so. But his career is kind of dumb, but his voice is, I could listen to him. Machine and I were talking earlier on the phone, could listen to that guy talk. Anybody who hasn't read his book, it's called Nevertheless. And the thing that's so amazing about a guy like him, and this is crazy wife aside, because I don't know how he lives that down. Because that woman is a weird fraud, and she pretended she was from Spain, and then he had to backtrack and say she never said she was from Spain. No, but she said, how do you say in English, cucumber, on a talk show, which was just fucking embarrassing. Yeah, so terrible. but he's got a book called Nevertheless. And the thing I love most about him, and if you've ever watched Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, which is Jerry Seinfeld's post-Seinfeld show, it's great. He gets a really cool car because he loves watches and cars. He loves Breitling. And he gets a comedian, and they go for a ride in a really cool car, and they go out for coffee, and then they have a chit chat about stuff, it's really great. But Alec Baldwin's done two of them, and he's the only non-comedian, even though he's funnier than the comedians. He's brilliant. He's utterly brilliant on that. But in his book, the amazing thing about him is he never really talks about himself. And I'm not going to talk about her anymore because I finally finished that Barbra Streisand book, which was miles long. And it's just all she does is talk about herself. Oh, and Marlon wrote me a note, and this one wrote me a thing telling me how great I was. And it's all chronicles of people telling her how great she is and how she's so humble. And oh my God, if you were really humble, you wouldn't mention any of that stuff. You don't tell people. You don't do that. Anyway, I got a funny comment last night because I was talking about, those idiots that do a lot of stuff on YouTube like Matt Walsh. And somebody goes, you remind me of Matt Walsh. And I went, oh God, I'm going to shave my beard off. That guy has an amazing beard though. But I suspect that he might be a cisgender female because he's got such vitriol about trans people. And not in a Chappelle way, not in a humorous way or a Ricky Gervais way. He has such a bone to pick with them in such a peculiar way. And I look at him and it's like when somebody does way too many hormones, they grow really great beards, and I was born a man. I live as a man, and like I have a decent beard, but like you see some guys who have like really super tight follicles and it's like it's so thick. I mean, you get beard envy when you see that. And that guy, Matt Walsh, has like the thickest, craziest beard. It's so thick. And I'm wondering, does he take testosterone? I think that he might. Jim Lassick is here. Hey, Jim Lassick, been marveling over your watches, my friend. Really fantastic. Thank you so much. Peter Campbell says Liev Schreiber does a good voiceover. I'll tell you here's a story about Liev Schreiber. About 10 years ago, maybe. I don't remember anymore how long things are. I go to CVS. I used to work at this place, El Rio Grande, and I'm walking down 3rd Avenue, and I used to duck into the CVS on the corner there. And somebody asks, yeah, I'm wearing Milgauss, of course. Milgauss. Milgauss. And I'm coming out of CVS, and I see Liev Schreiber and his then wife. Don't ask me her name because I won't remember it. She's beautiful. And they were making out on the street. They were just like making out on 3rd Avenue and 42nd Street. And they were cute as a button. And he is very tall. He's a big, manly man. And he's got a great voice. He does. And then you wonder, like, I never really thought John Hamm had a great voice when I was watching Mad Men. I thought maybe that was the weakest thing. But you know what it is? Like Tom Selleck. It's not the manliest, but it's distinct. And I was in the voiceover world. I did a lot of children's network stuff and cartoon bumpers and things like that. Like, hey, kids, time for Cubo and Yashira, Masters of the Universe. They love celebrities. And when they can get a celebrity for, a contract, they'll go with the celebrity first. So what had happened is like 6 years ago, about 6 years ago, all of a sudden the gigs started drying up and then I would notice that they were using celebrities. So John Hamm got American Airlines. John Hamm got Mercedes-Benz. They just started getting so much stuff, which is really crappy. But, I'd like to get back into it. I love doing it. I love to do audiobooks. But having said that, I only get the audiobooks when the author reads them because it's not fun otherwise. I want to hear it in Bono's voice, Barbara's voice. And she's funny because she talks about, I was down in Bensonhurst and we went to the King's Theater in Flatbush and we got pickles and bagels and, and she's not reading verbatim from her book because she's definitely commenting on the things that she says in the book. You could tell because it's extemporaneous, which actually makes it a little bit more engaging, but it's just a little too narcissistic for me. Dean says, shit, back on both streams here, Dirk. Irish and stereo, right? So I'll put on the west of Ireland. I'll do me Sligo. Paul Giamatti. Mark Gerard says Paul Giamatti's voice is great. Damian Lewis too. Also, the guy who played Axe's lawyer, Oren, was great. Oh, I hated the look of that guy. That was he the really skinny, serpenty looking weirdo. That guy was so weird looking to me. The incomparable Alain Gilbert. Bonjour, bonsoir, monsieur. To all the Bachelor's viewers already in the house. I was looking at your watches. Very, very pretty. We know we could do. We could get into. Why don't we start out with looking at beautiful wristwatches from the community? Let's do that. Naomi Watts. Thanks, Peter Campbell. That's exactly who it was. Share the screen. Share the windows. Is that what it is? Okay, let's share this. Okay. Let's get to who sent these. Because I have no idea. I have to look at them. This is the Bashers thing really gets in your craw. You can really you start to really think about it. I don't know what this watch is. I know it's got elements of Rolex going on there. It's got a really, really, really fat bezel, right? I'm trying to look at to make sure I know which one this is, because I thought I'd be really slick and I would put these all up and I would know exactly who sent them to me, but obviously I'm wrong. So this is a beautiful watch. Send in the comment who sent that, because I'm not exactly sure who sent it. Oh no, it's Rob Pelletier. There you go, Rob. Rob, what is that? What watch is that, Mr. Pelletier? Why don't you tell us what that is? You said, oh, it's an Italian watch. It says there on the bottom, Unimatic. It's a Unimatic watch. I love it. I love it on the NATO. Actually, it's really chunky looking, but it looks like it's a small watch. Like, I don't know what size your wrist is, but it looks like it might be, is that a 38? Yeah, I'm not sure. I like it though. I like it very, very much. I think it's very, very attractive. And then see, I have to do it every time, which I have to come up with a better screen sharing, because I use a Mac, as most people should. Oh, look at this. This is great. I can do it this way. I didn't realize that. I could do it this way. Oh, I can do it this way. Is even better. Okay. Let's share that. Oh, yeah. That is quite beautiful. Look at that. That is the No Time to Die, motherfuckers. Yeah, who was wearing that on their wrist? Will Ferrell was wearing that on his wrist the other day. That was absolutely incredible. At the award show, the horrific award show, which was just absolute garbage, which was terrible. Oh, I see that, Rob, you got other shots in there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open that up. I'm just going to do this the right way. I'm going to do this the right way. This is Rob Pelletier. Look at that. That's the thank you so much. Unimatic Series 8 Modello Quattro. That's very cool. What's the price point on a watch like that? Italian watches, how fun. And then, of course, he's got the Luminor Marina. I love this watch, man. This is one of my favorite watches. It's a bit okay. So you got a chunky, you got a nice wrist. You got a 7.5 going on 8 there, because that Panerai looks really, really good on you. I love that case. And of course, it's the best lume in the business, as we all know. There is no better lume. Yeah, I love that. Good shot too. Oof. Look at this. Wow. That is the weirdest Panerai I have ever seen in my entire life, kiddo. Wow. RP 160 says the Unimatic is under $1,000. And then Mark Gerard says the Unimatic are 3,000 plus ish, he believes. Now, That's crazy town. Wow, look at that. Mark Gerard says, I tried a No Time to Die Seamaster recently. Freaking stunner on the wrist. You know, I've never put one of those on my wrist. And I loved it from the day it came out. I'd like to put it on like a seasoned brown leather, weathered strap, because I love my Speedy on those. I think it would look great. And of course, Omega's just strap monsters. But yeah, I've got to try one of those on. When I went to the show, they didn't. That was the one problem with Planet Omega when I went, was I thought there would be like a counter where everybody could try on some watches. Nope, everything was behind glass, like you were at a museum. Everything was like behind glass. And there was not a watch to be had that you could actually fondle. Okay, great. All the history of Omega. That's porno for me. Everything. I love to go through the history, and it was set up like a yellow brick road, like you had to kind of traverse this little road of all these different vitrines to look through stuff, and that was very, very cool. And we loved it. It was fantastic. But it got to the point where I was like, when are we going to get to try on the watches? When are we going to get to try on the watches? When are we going to get to try on the watches? And we never got to try on the watches. Never. And there was somebody there. I actually was looking forward to that. I thought, oh, I'm going to be able to put on a bunch of different watches from Omega that I've never put on my wrist. And listen, you might love. How many times have you fallen in love with a watch, and you thought it was the greatest thing ever? And you're looking at all these macro shots, and you can't go by, because everything you've ever seen looks so much smaller in real life. The dial, all of the writing, everything is, you can't see it, but everybody's shooting everything in these macros, so it looks so big and inviting and exciting and all that stuff. And then you get home, and then you're like, what the fuck? That was so small. I didn't like it. It looked terrible on my wrist, or it looked too big on my wrist. It was crazy, crazy. And here's Daniel Gutierrez with the first super chat of the night. Chime for you, my dear friend, Mr. Daniel Gutierrez. Thank you so much. We have a couple of watches to look at from your collection. Thank you so very much. Machine sent a shitload of people over from his channel, and I thank you for joining us. We're in the middle of a wristwatch, your Wristshots review. And like I said, send it to Dirk Kennedy at iCloud.com, and we'll feature your watches, talk about them, debate about them, admire them, admonish them, all those things. I particularly think that this is the California dial. That is one of the coolest Panerais there are. My only gripe, take this for what it's worth, is I'm not a big fan of that Victorian looking crown. And it's only because it's very antique-y looking. And I think if you're going to have an antique watch, it looks like something you'd find on an old pocket watch or something from the turn of the century or the early, the pre-Art Deco era. It's my only gripe with that. I would have loved to have seen like a nice chunky, manly wrist crown on there. Default just appeared and said, £2 just appeared. Here, take my money. I'm going to take your money, man. I was watching Tim today. And I'm just going to say this. And Timmy, I love you, but man, the fucking guy, he's walking around with Red Shovel, and they're walking around the Miami vintage, jewelry and watches and seeing some cool stuff. But they're walking around, they're like, listen, guys, we really want to go get a cocktail. So start sending those super chats. And the second we get to $100, we're going to go out for cocktails. I love that guy. It's like, all right, hey, I need to go get a bottle of milk. Start sending those super chats. Hey, I want, so Sheen's coming in the room. Look out, killer.
I figured I'd just come in and say hello. How's it going over here?
It gets stuck in your head. You can't help it. I'm taking everybody's money right now. I'm taking Carolyn Martin, Dirk time, best hour of the evening, and
good.
For you there. Last night, that woman matched dollar for dollar every single super chat that came into the room last night, because she's a legend, and that was insane. And we made a ton of money. Well, not a ton, but we made some money. Nice. That was it was nice. And then I just told them, I said, listen, Timmy's saying I got to go out for cocktails. Send me some money. Because I said, listen, guys, I got to go out for a bottle of milk. Send me some super chats.
Milk and bread.
Milk. I need milk and bread. But they'll be like, Dirk, you bake your own bread. You don't need it, but I need yeast and
Hey, look,
flour.
Ray is coming in hard.
Jesus Christ. Ray, $50.
Wow.
Holy 50 euros. That's where
This guy really,
$bucks.
he truly loves you. I don't think I've ever seen Ray give a $50 or €50 super chat ever. I don't think so. Maybe I'm out of the loop, but that's amazing. Thank you, Ray, legend.
Ray, you're a legend.
I was telling my crowd to like leave autoplay on, but I don't know.
We got 250 showed up here, and
250. Okay,
almost 250. I had 75 or 70 in the room, and then then it shot up, and then people say, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that Radio near California dial at all. Why is he talking about that?
No, that's fine. I told everyone, like, you don't have to, if you're not into the show, you don't have to stick around. But I just want to see if YouTube are copying this shit, because my audience was half decent tonight, but like they didn't all come over, so I don't know what it is. I don't know the science, man. I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, at least.
Ray, do you know the science? Okay, come on, for 50 euros, tell us the secret, my friend. It's funny. I just said that I love the California dial. I absolutely love it. My only gripe, I said, and let's see what you think about this, because people are saying that, like, Mick Conair, he's saying, I hate the crown on these things. I love the watch. I just don't like that crown.
Oh, he's saying he loves it.
He loves it. Onion crown.
Yes,
then Juan Dios Magdaleno says onion crown is iconic for Panerai. I know. I'm just saying that I think it doesn't, to me, like architecturally or design wise. I think while it looks Victorian to me, it looks pre-Art Deco, post turn of the century. It looks like something you'd see on something vintage, like a pocket watch. I know.
I'm personally a fan.
Okay, so you're a fan. Yeah, I like a chunkier, manlier dial. A manlier crown. I just do, but I'm just saying, like I said, we admire. I love this style though. I just think it's cool, and I imagine the loom is fucking mental on this. I've never seen the
probably.
Loom
it's not sandwiched though. No, it's not sandwiched. It's painted.
No, it's painted.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
I don't know if it's going to be the same kind of thing.
It only has the Panerai logo at 6. It doesn't even.
I've got to pull up Ray's thing again. Just leave it on the screen for a minute.
To just show how cheap all the rest of you fuckers are.
You're coming in hard. You got to stop watching Tim Wright.
I'm kidding. I'm just playing devil's advocate, because it was like I was watching Timmy stream the whole time, and I was like, that motherfucker just said, I want to go out for drinks, but you have to pay for them.
Yeah, he will do that.
Wow,
that's his bread and butter. That's how he pays the rent, man.
So funny. But look at these beautiful shots. By the way, these are all from Rob Pelletier. Just so you say, he's got the marina there.
Oh, he's got a load of Panerai.
Yeah. This is a very interesting. This is a Unimatic Series 8 Modelo Quattro. Now, this is not a watch I know anything about, but he didn't say how much it's cost, but somebody said it was sub 1,000, and then somebody else said it was more than that. So I don't know what it is, but that's a very cool looking watch. I like it. I mean, it looks very the indices look very Rolex-y for the most part. But it looks chunky. It looks like it's like a proper, like that's what a diver looks like in my brain. It's like contained, sealed, titanium, crazy. But that's great. I love that. Yeah, we're just going through people's
$5. Cheers, Dirk.
Travis Watts. Thank you, Travis.
I love you over here, man. This is great.
I noticed that you put Dana in my Dirk Weekdays. She's not in the other one.
I think she is in the other one.
Is she? How could I never see that?
Very briefly.
Oh man, you blink and you miss her. This one you see her, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Okay.
I'm surprised she didn't call me up. She goes,
maybe I'm just maybe I'm trying to rope her in to come on with you some of the nights. That would be nice.
Right. Let's go back to Ray's super sticker for 50 euros. Hey, we want to go out for drinks. I love Ray.
He just paid for drinks. That's what he did right there. Yeah.
Carolyn Martin, Ray, I bow to your greatness. You know what? We all do. Thank you so very much. Did we get Rufus in here for $1.99? There you go. Hey, Rufus. Is that your real name or is it your internet moniker? Send me at dirkkennedy@icloud.com. I won't tell anyone. Who knows?
Hey, what
You could
about
be.
this? Do you use PayPal? If
Do I?
not, I can have
Yeah,
it
I
sent
do.
over here. You
I do.
do?
Yeah.
Because Scotty H, 20
Look at
bucks. He
that.
goes, send wrist shot. Do you have PayPal? That way you get all the cash.
Yeah, I have. It's a terrible address, and I'll write it down. I'll write it right here.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just send it to me. I'll forward it to him. Scotty H, the timeless watch channel at gmail.com. Nice and simple. The timeless watch channel at gmail.com. I do friends and family. Otherwise, they'll think I have to ship you some package or whatever, you know.
Scotty
I'll send it
H,
straight on.
you're a legend. By the way, Scotty H is the one who paid for the drinks today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's the one that paid for all the drinks. And they were drinking these gigantic Anya pours. They went to the bar and they were drinking Chardonnay, and they were Anya pours. Anya being Shane's sister, and the big joke amongst us,
the whole bottle
the whole bottle into the glass.
Yeah.
So that's a joke. I'm like, I'll be like, nice Anya pour.
It's just like,
hey, you know what? I'll never forget when I went to my father-in-law's house out on Long Island, and his sister-in-law was there, and she's a known drinker. And I brought 2 bottles with me. One was a $40 bottle of just Italian stuff, and the other one was a bottle of Pichon Longueville Comtesse de Lalande. And I said, "This one is for dinner, so don't open this one. We'll drink that." 5 minutes later, I see half of the Pichon bottle is gone, and I'm like, "What is that?"
Anya.
And she said, "Oh, you told me to just open what bottle?" I said, "That's a $325 bottle of wine, and you've got $200 in your glass."
She's just like huge tumbler worth.
It was a giant tumbler.
Scotty H.
Scotty
once again, a lot of people make the mistake of writing timeless watch channel. It's the timeless watch channel at gmail.com. All one word. Just spell it out. The timeless watch channel at gmail.com. And I'll send it straight over to Dirk.
Right. Do you disclose your PayPal address to people? Is that how you do it?
Well, that one, yeah, it's associated with the channel, yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's harking back to the old name, but it's still working away, you know.
Right. JDMTL, Canadian $13.99 super sticker. Thank you so much for that. JD, they're all coming in like a wildfire right now.
Yeah,
here's one of my favorite names in the chats: Investment Janitor, $4.99. Dirk, please move your microphone to the other side. It's making me nervous to relax. No, that's never going to happen again, ever again, because I have it tilted up now because I had.
Stick it on your left arm. We don't trust you.
Too weird. It's so weird to do that. I mean, listen.
I'll make a compromise. I'll put this on my right arm, which feels completely weird.
What's really crazy is it's very tight on my left arm.
Yeah, of course, because you're using your left arm more, and it happens to me. It happens to me too.
Wow.
Yeah, because my right arm is bigger.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. When you change arm, you get very aware of the watch, don't you?
Like, it's so heavy.
It's heavy and it looks different, and it's like mentally something changes when you stick it on the other arm. You're like, oh, dang it.
Watch me do something really funny. Ready? Here, ready?
You're double fisting.
Watch this. Oh, shit.
What is that? Oh, what are you doing? What is that? What is that lump of shit?
It's my $50 fake.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my $50 fake Rolex. Oh my God! Hold on a second. Oh shit! What happened?
Oh God! You're giving me a heart attack here.
It's like, hold on a second.
I thought you were going to double fist the fucking Speedy. You're locked up now.
Oh geez, no. The Speedy's in her coffin right now. No, this is just that one that I whittled that way. She's like $300. I'm like 50. She's like 220, 275, 50. And went on for like 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm gonna give you $50. And I walked away. She goes, all right, $50. I was like, I'll take that for $50. I'll beat the shit out of it. And I wear it. I do. Because you can't.
Does it work? Does it tell the time?
It tells the time. Great. And you're not going to be able to tell here. Or maybe you will. It's got fucking crazy loom on it. You can't tell.
Oh yeah, I can see. Oh yeah.
Because I got the green screen on.
Yeah,
Man,
but I got
nuts.
Yeah, I can see it. Wow.
Isn't that great? Because it's blue. It's really good loom.
It's like a replica of the older of the 2010
Yeah.
to 2021 because it's got those wider shoulders.
Yeah, it's got very like it's it's got like that's fake. I
Yeah.
looked at it really quick, and it's really funny on it. It says Submariner date. I got the no date.
Oh
But it
shit!
says
There's a date
Submariner
on the
date.
dial. They ran out of no date dial. They didn't have any regular dials. They just
did.
threw it on.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
JBH 19. Everybody's going crazy, but super chat.
Holy
Thank you very
shit.
much. 1999. Thank you very much for that.
You're having much more of a party than I am. I had a fucking dark show, man.
I wonder who took it there.
I was like, what the fuck?
You know what else?
Because of what I'm drinking. I don't know what the.
I quit drinking Diet Coke machine.
When?
Oh,
today?
6 days ago.
Oh, 6 days ago. Because had it been today or yesterday, I would have been like, yeah, whatever. Talk to the hand.
No, I did. And that was because I had and the reason why is because I had a very deep discussion with the gang here. Alain Gilbert, we're going to get to your watches because I have them loaded up for you, my friend.
Wow.
Thank you so much for the superstar.
Wow.
We were talking about stuff, and I said, I'm the first guy who's going to die from phenylalanine, the phenylketonuria, and blah, 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 blah.
What's phenylalanine?
Phenylalanine is the fake sugar. Its NutraSweet is phenylalanine. That's the scientific name for that compound.
Oh, God.
So I said, I'm going to be the first guy. They're going to be he died from phenylketonuria. And I knew that's, so we talked, and then everybody was sending me all Nathaniel, everybody was sending me all this stuff. And I read it and I know about it. I said, you know what? I'm just going to try to not drink this. I had none in the house. I didn't go get it. I've just been making myself some homemade bubbly and enjoying the shit out of it. And you know what? I actually feel like I sleep better.
I'm sure you do, dude. Fucking Diet Coke is crazy. Investment janitor, the Pichon, you're going to love this. The Pichon estate was split in 1850, as we all know. I prefer the Comtesse. So do we.
Of course you do. For that, you get the biggest bang ever.
You get the biggest bang.
And I heard you're the biggest bang ever, too, by the way. That's just between us.
By the way, I want to thank you again for my bottle of Baron that you sent to me for my 50th in Dublin.
Investment janitor?
No, you.
Oh, no, I sent you the back. Oh, yeah, I did. I forgot.
I mean, I assume you were trying to get Comtesse and you had to settle, right? But
okay, so here's the story.
Settling was fine because it was beautiful.
Was it
gorgeous? Nothing wrong with Pichon Longueville Baron. Nothing. It's just the Comtesse has the edge on it, but it was beautiful bottle.
It's because she's the lady. We were actually on the show. Were you here last? If you weren't here last night, then you're just the man, because we actually talked about when he died, he split the estate between the girls and the boys, and the girls got Comtesse and the boys got Baron. And they're both deuxième. They're both second growth Bordeaux. And the Comtesse we call it the lady because there's just a level of femininity and sophistication and elegance that the Baron doesn't have. Now, for his birthday wine, I was like, fuck, he's going, I can't, what am I going to do? So I went and I called every shop in Ireland, and all the ones deep in Dublin were cunts. Everybody was a dick. Finally, I forget where the store was that I got your Baron from. They couldn't have been lovelier. The girl was like, oh yes, right, so blah blah blah, we'll send it over straight away, and blah. She was amazing. And she goes, oh, I don't have Comtesse, but I do have the Baron. And I was like, that'll do. That's the best I'm gonna get, so thanks. Yeah, did you get to drink it with your ma and your brother?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, dinner. Yeah, and it was gorgeous. Let me add this screen of the chateau, because that's the Comtesse chateau.
Yes,
and the Baron is behind the cameraman. It's facing it. It's on the other side.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the street.
Yeah,
there's an actual road with two gates.
He split it up between the two of them and handed I don't know why there are cars here. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But now that's the Baron.
And that it does have one of the sexiest labels in the world, though. I love the Baron label.
It's very ornate, right? But that's the Comtesse there.
Yeah,
You always
she's
know it from
beautiful.
those funny looking steeples, whatever. Turrets, yeah. Are they turrets? What are they? I don't know
Look
what
at
they
this. Ready for this? Look at that. You are correct, mademoiselle. You are correct.
Oh, Jer's in the room.
Look
See,
at
Jer
that.
watches you and doesn't watch me. Look at that.
She's absolutely right. That's because it went to her house, right?
So was it the Veen house
Yes,
or whatever?
yes. It was
Right,
the house
right. I know
House
that
of
place.
Vines or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. I know
Yeah,
that place in Port Marnock. Yeah.
they couldn't have been lovelier. And she's like, Dorbit, have you the car? Is the car handy? I have this fella Kennedy from the States. He wants to send that over in Donovan. Can you send that? Can she stay? But she goes, oh, it's
10
ready.
minutes
It's on
drive.
its way.
10 minutes
Yeah,
drive.
it was amazing.
No, it was lovely. It was lovely. It was all wrapped up in paper and everything. It was gorgeous.
She did it right. She did it right.
Yeah,
She did it
yeah,
right.
it was nice.
Sam led consulting, isn't it? In Diet Coke. Yeah, so you were talking about that before. I just wanted to say Sam led consulting because he's the guy that got the first jingle of them all.
I sang his jingle. He was in my chat earlier, and I said, Sam led consulting.
And you just think you see people with like computers and working in folders and taking dictation and going, like, when you watch YouTube videos now with people, this drives me crazy. First of all, the robots drive me but the AI robots drive me bananas, where they mispronounce every word going because it's a computer and it doesn't know how to say it. They download somebody's voice, or somebody goes like the Stepford Wives. They asked all the wives to read all these words so the robots could speak later. That's what it is. And then they'll show all this stock footage of scientists and hospital workers and people in fast food. It's just so cheap. And why are they making these videos? And no one's checking them to see that they, computing. They'll say computing. And they were working on the formula, computing the formula.
There's a funny one here that happens on the trains with the automated voice that says, blah, 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 may lead to a delay instead of lead to a delay. Because
may led to a delay.
Because, of course, lead and lead are spelled the same. It's like I was too close to that door to close it. Right. Same spellings, but different pronunciation, right? By the way, Carolyn, thank you for that suggestion. Guys, if you don't know, right down here somewhere, there's a thumbs up. Give Dirk a thumbs up.
And if I had a gong, I would smack
it. Oh,
geez. Ash Fishbowl just sent $100. Oh my goodness. Let me find the heaviest thing I could send. I'm gonna beat this.
Hey, Carolyn, you're lucky you didn't do your challenge tonight.
I'm gonna smack the fake Submariner into the bell. Ready?
Oh, dude. Watch the thing continue to work.
Do you know what I did? Leave that up there for a minute, because that's $100.
I didn't do that. I think you hit it.
I didn't. Did I?
I would never do that. That's a beautiful big red super chat. It's a thing of beauty.
Sounds good, right? And
I don't know. But,
does that sound crazy?
Well, it's not so bad. You're turning the bezel, right?
Turn the bezel. It keeps great time. So, the first thing I did was I filled up my sink with water and I went. And I left it in there for an hour. And I came back and it was fine. Something I won't be doing with the Mille Gazet.
Truthfully, you can do all of this shit with a regular sub. You just don't.
No, I know.
They're made for exactly what you're doing. You're banging it and pranging it and saying ta-ta, right? It's John Cooper Clarke. Hire car.
Right.
And it's made for that. It's made for dropping into a glass of water, and we're doing all this. But we just don't, because it's like, oh, don't touch my beautiful soul. So
I have to actually resize this because it's so tight.
Yeah, well, you can. You've got your Easy Link.
Oh, I know I can.
Yeah, actually, great show, Dirk. So always happy to listen to your stories and support the channel. Keep it coming.
Can I say, Ash Fishpool, like, are you new to this channel, or you're just one of those silent guys that sticks around and just shows up? And I mean, that is the biggest super chat I've ever gotten on my show.
Wow.
And I can't say I'm good. That justice. You know what? Let me get the fake submariner.
I don't think I've ever gotten a bigger one on the show, on my show either. That's amazing.
I'm gonna let that linger. Listen to that. Ash Fishbowl, you are a legend. Thank you so much.
Can I be honest with you? I'm experiencing a strange new love for this watch on my right arm.
What are you wearing? Show us your wrist.
I'm wearing the big Tudor, bitch.
Oh, the Tudor. I know, but that's hard to not love because one, it's big. So two,
it's big and it works. Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm doing this and I can see myself on the screen. I'm like, hey,
are you giving yourself a Woody from that?
I'm giving myself a little bit of a Woody.
Hold on a second.
Here, let me do. How does it feel over there? Feel odd, feel big and heavy.
Sorry, Jer. Sorry. Boys will be boys, and we're stupid. And Andrew Wolkowicz, Canadian $20 from the man from Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, because you go on later, which means Andrew gets to see you because he finishes up work.
Well, this is later today, 6 o'clock. Maybe I should do the show at 6 o'clock every day because then Andrew can be on the show. Because we talk privately and he loves being on the show. Home from work, having a beer right now, watching my favorite show. Oh, upload everybody and subscribe. Listen, can let me look in the Google machine and I'll make it look like I'm not doing that. So, question for all of you guys. Are you subscribed? Is everyone subscribed to the channel? Because we're nearing 2,000 and I think we should get up there pretty soon. If we don't, it means that I totally am failing. 2,000 is very simple. What is our subscriber? We are at 1,972. We're a couple away.
You've gone up. You've gone up since earlier. Hans is saying the piece on the field 1982. Well, everything from 1982. Everything.
1982.
If you're lucky enough to get 1982, it's a lot. It costs you a lot more. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Look at that thing.
I will make a statement that I think that is true for both you and myself. We have had a ton of Bichon, but we've never had an 82.
Never. Because an 82 is going to be way more money. Yeah. If you can even get it anymore. Way more money.
I told the Petrus story last night because I was asked, and
our
98 Petrus.
Did you tell them that you made a fake label and dipped it in tea and everything?
I didn't dip that in. I took Paul's ashtray away from him and I dipped it in tea and coffee. And I printed a 1998 because it had a very shitty. That's one of the reasons why we got it for $900.
Yeah.
But who was it? Remind me who said it. Was it you, Easy? Who was it that said that they had a Petrus as well? So I dirtied up the label. Then I got one of those glue sticks and I glued it on the and it was perfect. You know what I'll do during the show? I will go find the. I'll go find the picture.
Go find the picture of it. That was for your 50th, right?
It was.
I think you turned 50. Or you were turning 50. I can't remember.
No, it wasn't. It was way before. It was 2013. It was like my 48th birthday because I turned 50 in Milan. I went to Milano for my 50th.
Oh.
We went to Fano, Milan, Florence.
Investment Janitor was having a 99 Aubryon tonight. He wrote that to me in my comments. I'm like, what the hell?
Are you really having a Aubryon 99
sitting
right
like
now?
on a casual Friday night having a 99 Aubryon?
You would if you had one.
If I had one, I would drink it, but I don't have one. Aubryon in this country of that vintage isn't particularly anything, but it's okay. It's still Aubryon. That would be $800-900 easily here.
Well, the next year was certainly something very big.
Well, sure, yeah.
90, how Aubryon. We had I got
I'll
also
be back in a second.
Yeah, I got Oisin for his birthday. I'm gonna say 20 years ago. I'm going to say 20 years ago or 18 years ago, I walked into a store on Madison Avenue and there were some guys buying, they were buying out the liquor store and they were going to, refurbish it or whatever. And they had all these crates with hay in them and all this stuff. And I'm looking around trying to find a nice bottle for him. And, this was like the beginning of when we were drinking really great wines. We had just started to discover how great the wines were. And, these guys were in. I'm going to do an Indian impersonation, and if that's politically incorrect and I offend anybody, I I'm sorry, but I think it's good storytelling. So I walk in the store and I see a 1981 Chateau Haut-Brion, not an 82, an 81. Obviously not the same thing, but still a lot of money. So I go, oh hell, hey guys, how much you want for? So what I did was I picked up some crappy bottles first, and I said, hey, how much you want for this? And they're like, how much you want to pay? And I said, I don't know, $25. Like, yeah, $30. And I was like, I'm trying to figure out their headspace. No. I picked up something else. I picked up some other bottles that were in the vicinity.
Oh, okay.
And I, by the time I got to the 81 Chateau Haut-Brion, I said, oh, this looks old. Oh, 81. That's probably no good. How much you want for that? He goes, how much do you want to pay? I said, well, it's French. I said, 50. He goes, $100. I said, that's a little stiff for me. And he goes,
no, you scammer. You fucking scammer.
I said, that's a little stiff for me. He goes, oh, that's French. I said, yeah, but it's really old. How do I know if it's any good? He goes, this is a famous brand. I said, how famous is it? He goes, I don't know. It's famous though. And I said, okay. And I gave him $100. So I got the 81 Haut-Brion for his birthday.
I remember you arrived along for that.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that wasn't. Oh, was that in? Yes, it was. It was in Brooklyn.
It was your dinner party in Brooklyn. It was the first time I'd seen your new gaff.
That's right. You came along for the yes. My mom was there. Rachel was there.
That's right.
And you did it. You played a funny joke because you bought some piece of shit wine and you get handed it to me.
Bottle of Yellowtail.
Yeah. And you handed it to me like, happy birthday. And I opened it and I was like, oh, thanks. And then you just started laughing.
No, you didn't do that. You didn't feign bullshit. You looked at me, you were like, what the fuck?
And then you're like, never mind that. This is your real bottle. That was fucking hilarious.
It was $100.
Hey, Nathaniel's coming in strong.
Hey,
the boys. This is your
Nathaniel
night.
Nathaniel's riding tonight on a plane. I can see the red taillights. You know the name of that song, Rasheen?
Yeah, it's Elton John.
Right.
Looks like Nathaniel. Must be the clouds in my eyes, right? Or something like that.
Daniel, yeah. Oh God, it looks like Nathaniel.
Must
be. Thank you so much. The clouds in my eyes. Ray.
What the hell, Ray? Raise it by €1 on the super chat roulette table on tonight's show. New Year, Dirk, Italy. Here we go.
Here we come, bitches. I took a little nap. I love afternoon naps. And Paul came home from work early and he fell asleep on the couch. And he said, oh my God, I just woke up and I had this dream. And like, he was naming we were in Fano and we were like looking around and blah, blah, blah. And it was like a fake Fano, a fake town that we want to move in. And he was telling me, he goes, it felt so real. I said, coming, baby. It's coming.
You guys need to start. You need to rent at first. You rent, don't buy yet.
It's in the trees. It's coming.
It's in the trees. Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. I'm double fisting.
Double fisting. Oh, you're a dirty bitch.
Panerai.
Look at the Panerai on you, though.
Yeah, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Town. Look at the fucking super chat actions tonight. You are nuts.
Ray. Crazy, my God. I'm Nathaniel with $20. That's insane.
Let me turn the volume off for a second.
What are you doing? I just got a screen grab out of that moment, by the way. That's going to be great. I can't do that. How do you do that? It's crazy.
You know what I did? I popped 3 B12s.
Oh, that's where you're flying. I need to start taking more B12. So Ash Fish Pool, 100. And you have it in, is that liquid or pill? It's pills.
They're tasty little morsels too. Let me tell you.
Ray with 51. Holy shit, Ray. That's $101 you sent already. Euros even. Investment janitor with $5.
And I'm not going to shoot it into me arm either.
The shop had it marked at $78 instead of $780. I bought 6 cases. You liar.
That's not.
You lie.
I want you to, Dirk Kennedy at iCloud.com. I want you to email me. I want to have a conversation about this investment that you made. What kind of shop was it? What kind of morons? And how much do you want for 2 bottles?
Yeah, I mean, he'll still make a profit. Give him 300. Give him 300 a bottle. You still make a nice, tidy profit. Don't be drinking that stuff, investment. If you're not joking, don't be drinking it. I mean, have one, I suppose, on a Friday. But man, that's a big ROI, as they say, right? Return on investment. Dang.
I haven't had like a great. I mean, I had a Pichon over the summer when Dana was here, and the Cleric was better.
Oh shit, dude! This is getting crazy now. Carolyn, you're so lucky you didn't do the matching thing tonight. I'm so sorry to say that because
she put a cap on it. To be fair, which was smart because today the money's off the chart.
No, but she would have had to keep matching.
No,
yeah.
I wouldn't have allowed her. Ready for this? Let me take the Submariner and smack that bell. Andrew Wolkowicz, 50 Canadian.
I think we're looking at the end of the Oshinamali channel, the beginning of the Dirk Weekdays channel. This is the end of It's the jingle. It's the jingle. That's what it is. It's the goddamn jingle. That's what it is. This thing. That's what it is. It's down to that shit, man. Andrew, I love it. $50 from Andrew. Jesus. When you get to Italy, raise a glass for those.
No, I'll have a big party and
left behind. Yeah, come over, everyone.
We'll have a party.
Yeah. What was that restaurant you guys, you threw a little birthday thing for Emmett's daughter, who will remain unnamed. We need to start protecting all the identities of the various family members, by the way. But you guys had a big party down there in Fano, and it was like an open air thing or something. And there was a cake and everything.
It was at a agriturismo.
Oh, it's a lovely agriturismo. That's the best place to do it.
Let me tell you, you guys will love to hear this story. So this is what's amazing about Italy. This is why it's amazing.
Make it fast because we got some super chats flying in.
Okay, I will. But $50. This is for Andrew.
Yes.
For this. Thank you for the $50 Canadian. So we're in Fano, and that's Paul's family's hometown. He's got tons of aunts and uncles and lots of cousins. He's very close to these people, very close. So he wanted to get a little get together for everybody, so we could all gather together. But it was also Emmett and Dana's daughter's birthday. So he's good. Let's do a combination. And Emmett and I went scouring around throughout Fano looking for the perfect cake. And we were having a very hard time finding a cake. It was very difficult, but we finally, I think in the end, and Emmett, if you're kicking around, you could remind me. I think the agriturismo said, "Oh no, we'll make a cake."
Oh, they made a cake. I remember you telling me the story. They made a cake.
They made a cake. She was like, no, we'll make a cake. So here's the funny thing to the story. We've got about 35, 40, 50 people. It's minimum 35, maximum 50. And it was tons of aperitivi and bottles of wine and all the sparkling water you could want. Then we had, like the appetizers and, I'll put it in English parlance, the entrees, tons of meats and fishes and pastas and all kinds of crazy desserts and stuff. And the bill was €970 for the whole thing.
How many people were there?
Between 35 and 50. On the low end, I'm going to guess 35.
And you were all drunk, and they made a cake and everything.
It was non-stop boozery.
Agriturismo in Italy. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Nathaniel Hannon, $50. I'm on the way to a date. He's on a date.
Oh, you're on a
good
date.
Luck, man. Good luck.
Are you going to be a slutty on the date, or are you going to be a good girl? What are you going to do on this date? I mean, that's my question. Because I haven't been on a date in 30. There'll be 35 years this year. It'll be 35. We'll be together 35 years this year.
Dude,
is that not crazy?
That is crazy.
We had a big dinner up in Italy for our 28th,
29th.
Yeah, one of those. Now it'll be 35. Dude. And I haven't been on a date in that long. I don't know what are the kids doing nowadays. Are you going to first base, second base, third base, or are you pretending that you got shit?
Let's start with the nice things. Where are you going to dinner, Nathaniel? Are you going to a nice restaurant? You see, he's got a filthy mind. This fucker over here. He wants to know if you're going to go to second base.
Oh,
Are you going to a movie? Is it like that, or are
you
you
can't go
doing
to a movie on the
dinner?
first date? Can you do that? Because there's no interaction during a movie. You have to be silent.
Right. Yeah, you got to sit next to each other and
unless
feel
you're going
weird.
to a blue movie.
Yeah, like Travis Bickle and Taxi Driver.
Oh, right. Why did
best
he
of luck,
do
man.
that?
I hope that's nice. I mean, I'd like to go on I want to go on a date. God damn it!
I want you to go on a date with a nice girl who isn't crazy. I want to find you the perfect girl. I don't think it's going to happen in Italy, though. I think you have to meet a girl that wants to move to Italy, because I think Italian girls are crazy.
Yeah, a nice Irish girl, nice wholesome Irish girl.
You don't want an Irish girl because you said it'd be like dating.
Sounds like my sister.
Yeah, I get it.
Sounds like one of my sisters, dude. What the fuck is going on? What's happening?
$100.
D Wood.
The show's a hit, kids.
Here's to parasocial relationships. You two and Nathaniel comprise my current fantasy dinner guests.
Oh,
I'll bring the Chateau Angelus. James Bond wine.
I don't know how many we had it together in Angelus, but that was the only time I ever had Angelus.
I found that Angelus for $120 in Chelsea in a little Chinese-owned liquor store. He had it, and it was amazing. The next time I went in and he had more, it was like 4 times the price. He figured it out, but I got lucky. Angelus.
Paul always yells at me because he says, I always go, "Why are you charging? Why is that price so low?" He says,
"Yeah, don't ever do that."
And I do that all the time. I'm just the worst because I feel bad, and then but I didn't feel bad for those dum-dums.
Hold on, who's D Wood?
D Wood. Who are you? Dirk Kennedy at iCloud.com. Identify yourself. Give me all your information. I want to know who you are.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I don't recognize his name. He's got coffee in his avatar, so you guys are, spirit animals.
$100.
Holy shit, man!
Mental.
You're cleaning up tonight. This is incredible. That's it. You're never going back to a stupid bar job again. Promise me.
I don't want to. I don't have to at the moment. If I have to, I have to. I don't want to, because you know what happens is that once you get back into that little ecosystem, you get trapped there. That's what happened to me at this last place. I got comfortable, and you just become okay.
Guys who are watching, think of the waste. This man, this crazy dude and his brilliant mind. Think of the waste where it's just serving people fucking Mai Tais and apple martinis all night.
It was a Mai Tai. At least that would conjure up some semblance of brain power.
What's the drink you have to make the most?
Fucking
you had
a mimosa. I mean, in the old place it was margaritas, which requires the art of a great margarita is a great drink when it's made.
Sure,
properly,
of course,
and it should only be.
Remember the margaritas under Emmett's place?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They were $10 each, and it was like fucking crack cocaine. You have 6 of them before you actually got settled in. Remember going down to that place with Emmett and Dana?
Yeah, they lived in there. It was their living room. It was their living room. At my old place, it was 4.5 shots of the cheapest, crappest tequila. It's called Dorado tequila. It was absolute swill garbage, but there was 4.5 shots of that and triple sec in it. Actually, the tequila said "made with real tequila" on the label.
There's real tequila in here somewhere.
Yeah, they're in there. It's just corn syrup. Shite. Yeah, it's just shite. But
I had familia there one time with you.
Oh, no. I mean, listen, there's 3 ingredients in a great margarita. There's great tequila, there's Cointreau, and there's lime juice. And that's all. There's nothing else. That's a great margarita. If you want a great margarita, I don't even keep tequila in the house because we don't drink spirit. Well, Paul drinks whiskey. He likes scotch. But
I like the way D Wood is embracing the parasocial relationship here. He's like, here's to parasocial relationships. Because I guess we're like his buddies he hasn't met yet. Which I guess is the case for a lot of people, which is great, I guess. Yeah, fucking Friday night fun. Friday night fun, guys.
A lot less chance of you being disappointed. You didn't take out the trash or you didn't do the recycling. I only see online and I really like you there. This is crazy.
I write a 6 foot tall Italian model. I've already done that, and it's very It's unsafe. It's unsafe. No, I can't be dating the Italians anymore. Investment janitor, $2. Oh, Dirk is kicking your butt on Super. Yeah, he is. He's fucking destroying me. Well, listen, it couldn't happen to a better
Super
person.
Chats in my life. Oh my God.
Dude, this is redefining the channel here. Nathaniel, second date, dinner. First was Novikov.
He's so
Novikov.
smart. I have no idea what that means. He just
What's
thinks we're bright enough to know what that means, and we're not.
What's Novikov? What do you mean Novikov?
Would
Is
you
it a
Google
play?
that? Is it like, I know what Chekhov is.
Oh, he went to Novikov restaurant in London.
Oh.
Oh, so he met him in London because Nathaniel loves London. He knows London very, very well. He spent a lot of time there. So Novikov was the first date. Well, that's fucking cool.
Well, there's a second date. You know the old joke. Here's the old joke, right? What do lesbians get on the second date?
I have no idea.
A U-Haul. What do gays get on the second date?
What?
What second date?
Oh, shit. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Lesbians move in and gays just hook up and bye and then delete.
Oh, God.
As
that's
the kids would say today. Yeah,
a U-Haul. I love that. That's a joke in itself. I love that. Fuck me.
Lesbians like to nest and get together. That's the oldest joke in the gay world. Is that look at this RP 1960?
I've literally never heard that joke before. It's brilliant. $5.
You don't hang
Stayed at the Great Agriturismo near Cuggiano. Best meals and hospitality. Yes, it's always great hospitality, and usually shitty wine, right? Because it's the wine they make on their own farm, right? So it's like swill. It's like whoa, a headache in the bottle, but it keeps rolling, and you just get drunker and drunk. Yeah, they're just bringing it out in big carafes because they take it straight out of the cask and it goes straight in. It's just like
which compared to Yellowtail, it tastes like Chateau Haut-Briand. The place where we did it is also, there was a hotel.
Yellowtail isn't that bad.
Yellowtail is that bad.
It's pretty bad, but it's
it's undrinkable. Okay. It's like I used to love those commercials for Turning Leaf. Turning Leaf is a swill for the European and international viewers. Turning Leaf is like something you could buy at the end cap in a supermarket, and it's like peach blush. And they'd be like a dinner party, and people would be all dressed up and wearing diamonds and furs, and she'd pour a glass of this kind of beige looking beverage, and she goes, "Oh my God, I didn't know Yellowtail made a peach blush."
That's awful.
What does that appeal to? What?
Holy shit. Alpha Foxtrot 50 Canadian. Here is for a fellow AV geek, audio video geek. Well, you're looking at two of them. Hope to hear more about
I think he means aviation geek.
Aviation geek. Okay. Got it.
Geek.
Av geek. Okay. Is that a thing? Av geek? I never heard that. That means I'm not that means that I'm not an Av geek. So
you are definitely
geek. There's definitely only one guy. Hope to hear more about your airline stories. Have a good weekend. He'll have a great weekend, I think. This is kind of monumental. I'm a little bit sono commosso. I'm touched. Sono commosso. This is This is powerful. And Shane McGuirk, if you can't beat him, join him. 60 euros. Do you understand? 60 euros is nearly $70 right now with the exchange rate.
If you can't beat them, join them. You gotta do it because it makes you feel good. Do you know what band that is? If you can't beat them, join them.
Oh,
you better go and help you. It's Queen from Jazz.
So Carlin is agreeing with this. Just a fan. That's all. A long week. Greatly appreciating being able to come home to a great show. Aww. And Carlin is saying, that's how I feel.
Oh, man,
it's Friday. It's Friday night. Everyone gets to chill, sit back. They just got terrorized by my horrific stories. And now they want some bright, smart fun with Dirk Weekdays.
Dirk Weekdays. Investment janitor, $1.99. He's at Novikov in Miami. I didn't know this is a chain. Is this a chain of restaurants we're supposed to know about? Is this Fancy Pants?
I'm out of the Fancy Pants? It's like Nobu or one of those places, right? Novikov must be the new Nobu, right?
Is it Russian cuisine though? It sounds like Russian cuisine.
Novikov.
You go here for caviar.
You came here for caviar. And
that's good, caviar. You're doing that.
Caviar. Yes.
Caviar.
Come to Novikov. You find the best girls. This is Novikov Restaurant and Bar, I believe, in New York. And look, it's sushi.
Oh, it's sushi.
It's the new Nobu. Oh, I'm gonna get hungry now looking at this because
those look good.
And that's dim sum. That's not sushi there. That's dim sum. Yeah.
I only like it if the
look at these crab tails or crab arms or whatever, crab claws. Oof. You see, I would murder. I have a weakness for fish. And
do you eat oysters?
I do enjoy oysters. Yes, I do.
Everybody has their "I got sick on oysters" story, though.
Yeah, well, a bad one can get in there, but you taste it and you spit it out. Hey, they're doing a little bit of everything. These guys. That's a burrata. Ugh, you see, I would kill that right now. That is my dream food right there. That is a beautiful thing.
He doesn't even know how funny he is. I'll let him watch the replay.
What?
That's it. No, I'll let you watch the replay.
What did I say?
I'm not going there.
Next, I said something stupid.
He said something really funny that you didn't.
I'm sorry. Was it filthy?
It was, but it was such innocence. It was such innocence. It was lovely.
I have a problem with self-awareness sometimes.
Nathaniel had $1.90. Like, this is just like, and the money kept rolling in. Do you know what that's from? That's from Avita, and you wouldn't know that because you're a heterosexual. Nathaniel Hannon. I'm just smacking this with the $50 Submariner, right?
Novikov is Moscow, London, and Miami. It was Miami. So second date is where now? Where you, well, he doesn't want to give away. Yeah, he doesn't. No, he said. Yeah, he said I thought the first date was Novikov.
So where are you now? Where are you now?
Yeah, he doesn't want to dox himself. He's wearing a $50,000 watch.
Maybe he's not wearing that today. Maybe he's wearing the Swatch today.
You think he's not wearing his fucking gold Speedy?
Maybe you don't want to do that on a date because somebody will say, like, well, this guy's a sugar daddy.
This guy's loaded. Yeah. Maybe that's
you wouldn't want to do it. Yeah. I'm going to wear my $50 fake Submariner.
Let's see that thing on the wrist. Okay. From here, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's just the watch head is all wrong. That's definitely for sure.
It's a little too large for the bracelet, maybe.
Yeah. It is. It's too big. I'll put it up close. It's crap, but it was $50, and it looms. The loom is fucking amazing. Not that you're gonna get. Maybe you will if I put it really close.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
Isn't that
okay?
Look at that. The pip, everything. Look at that. That is great loom, man. For a bullshit watch.
Have you ever tried to see how well it holds time? Like, have you ever tested it?
I haven't done it like the
By the way, have you downloaded the apps on your phone yet? Like all the timers and you set the time. And
I have them all on
that to check the accuracy of the movement.
My Rolex is +2 -2. It's absolutely perfect. Absolutely 3131 that's a fucking workhorse.
Of course.
That thing is unbelievable.
Don't fuck a Rolex.
No,
Rolex are just monsters.
Perfect.
Gerard Watson.
What?
10 British pounds. Had to break off from Oshin's
like
bonkers Bitcoin story earlier.
Did you tell that story? Oh God,
I did. I told that story. It was dark, but people held on. They were interested, which obviously needed rum. So now enjoying some rum Bologna. And loving the show. Thanks and props to Oshin too. All thanks, man. But I'm aware that Dirk is significantly more entertaining than me. That's fine by me. Fine.
We're pretty entertaining together, though, my friend. I will say that's how this all started.
I'm the straight guy, and you're the not straight. What's the other guy?
Literally and figuratively.
Everyone needs a straight guy.
That is
I just have to pull these up on the screen again.
Yeah, because they're crazy.
Alpha Foxtrot, you absolute legend. Shane McGuirk. Shane has been around for a long time.
Forever.
The man has to be appreciated. All the others, of course, are very much appreciated. But D Wood, unbelievable. Andrew, Nathaniel.
Andrew,
This is
find my
nuts, man.
earrings.
Ray coming in hard.
Ray.
Out on the rock there by himself on the rock, watching the beautiful stars. There's nothing like Irish sky at night when there's no clouds. You can see the Milky Way. It's
where is he? In the Aran Isles? Where is he?
Yeah, he's out on the rock. That's what he calls it. He's out in Inishmore. An Ashfish pool as well, of course. Absolute legends. Yeah, Ray's out there just living the dream, just enjoying watching the world go by out there. Sky Dweller he's wearing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He has his Sky Dweller, though, is solid gold. So he's kind of doing a flex anyway.
Well,
Sebastiano is deciding in the meal. Look, he gave away a name. He's dating a fucking Italian.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
You doxing?
Sexy Sebastiano. Well, he's not giving the last name or anything else. Giving a person's name is
that could be a fake name anyway. The name could be John.
It could be Alejandro.
Alejandro. That was one of her shittier songs, though. It really was.
But this, I mean, this is a solid hunk of gold. There's more gold in the Sky Dweller than there is in the Speedy that he has by a considerable amount. So he's bringing the big guns into the room.
I think the Sky Dweller, I mean, other than being that's their most complicated watch. When you see that on somebody, Dave Chappelle was wearing one on his new special. He was wearing a blue one. And it was.
Oh, sorry. The Sky Dweller, excuse me. I'm thinking of his Yachtmaster 2. A total brain fart, excuse me. It's not. His Yachtmaster 2 is solid gold. His Sky Dweller is 2-tone.
Oh.
It's a 2-tone. Oh, it's a big, beautiful, shiny watch, though.
Beautiful, crazy watch.
Yeah.
Sky Dweller is a thing of beauty.
Andrew flying in with another 50. Andrew, you know what's happening with Andrew? He finally gets to see the show live. Because we always do the shit earlier, and now you're doing it at a proper time. Now you know your time slot, dude.
6 o'clock. Andrew, thank you. I mean, we chat on the Instagram. A lot of you fine folks have been writing in. We've been sharing life stories and stuff, and watch shots and all that stuff. And Andrew's one of the guys that I talk to the most. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you so much. You'll get your own beer. Now I need a redhead and possibly her blonde friend. But with my luck, they'd be more into each other. You dirty little minx, you. That is the thing for the straight fellas, isn't it?
Wow.
That these two hot girls might kiss. That's a thing. That's a crazy thing.
And then we order another drink and sit back and watch. That's even better. We don't even have to perform. We don't even have to perform.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Well, it's not the same. You just can't visualize it. I mean, I get the beauty of two girls making out, and I understand why it's a thing, but it's such a big thing for you fellas.
It's like watching two kittens play.
Okay.
When you see two little kittens.
I hope your mother is not on this stream.
My mother's watching, and she's going, "Oh, Jesus Christ. God,
I'm so sorry, Geraldine. I'm so sorry."
She's knitting up a storm. She's gone into like fifth gear now at the speed of the knitting, and she's like, "This pair now, Jesus Christ, making the fools out of themselves."
The comments are randy though. Andrew's a randy boy though. He's a randy, but he's all the way up in Canada.
It's freezing cold up there. He needs a nice warm body to hug, to rub up against at night. Don't we all? Right now it's the winter. I could use one of those myself, actually.
I'll tell you the truth. Even if I've been in a relationship for 35 years, I love sleeping alone because I don't like getting assaulted or smacked in the head or too hot or too cold.
Look, and you know the secret dark horse of all is Carolyn.
I know Carolyn. Mark.
Carolyn, Carolyn plays the. Oh yes, she's so nice. No. Carolyn's she's just look at her. So Oisin's an animal lover. Ooh, she dark.
He likes an animal. He likes a crazy animal is what he likes. He likes those wild ones. We were watching a show the other day. I don't know what it was today. It was earlier today. We were watching a terrible film from the 60s, but it was a Steve Cochran, who was one of the biggest bangs ever in Hollywood, died on my birthday, the actual day that I died. And there's this girl, and this Arab takes her away, and she's wild. And he goes, "I've tamed wild horses. This will be no problem."
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Carolyn. Yeah, so like People like, guys are attracted to those crazy bitches. You know why? Because they're hot. They're gorgeous.
It's
Most
the same reason why
beautiful girls are crazy.
And what are women attracted to? The bad boys.
The
It's the
bad
only
boys.
reason I ever fucking got a look in my life. I have bad boy shit written all over me, and don't they go for it, regardless of what they think later? They always go for it, and it's the same shit. Like, but it's true. Like, if she's over 30 years old and she's beautiful and she's single, she's crazy. That's the rule. You just got to keep that in mind.
Carolyn Martin says he likes kittens. Yes,
Yeah,
he
that's
does.
what she's saying.
Sam-led consulting. Oh, you're leaving us? Well, I'm going over because this has been a big night. Good night, Dirk and Asheen. About to go paddle out and hug my surfboard.
Wow.
It's 4:15. Surfer up in SB.
Where's SB?
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
Oh, Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
wow.
Do you know what the funny thing about the Pacific Ocean is? It's so much colder than the Atlantic. Because every time I've ever gone in the water on the West Coast,
it can't heat up. It's too big.
It's just crazy. But meanwhile,
why the Mediterranean is so mild.
Yeah,
it's stiller water and it's a smaller body of water. So it gets so in Croatia and all the Italian coast is so mild. The fucking Pacific is way too big to heat up. It'll never heat up.
It's always so chilly.
Technically, a scientist would say it does, but that doesn't apply to us, right? Getting into it.
No, because you see all those, 50s movies, where the kids are on the beach with Moondoggie and Annette Funicello and all those famous surf movies. All the surf movies, those people are running in and out of the water. So I envisioned California as being hot and sunny and the water's so warm. It's fucking freezing.
Freezing, yeah.
It's freezing water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same in Ireland. You get in the water on the East Coast.
Yeah, forget
it. It might be sufferable. Depends what time of the year. You try it out on the Atlantic side, a whole different ball game.
Where's that place in Dublin that did you watch Bad Sisters? Did you watch that show? Sharon Horgan?
No.
You didn't watch it? It's great. You know Sharon Horgan is. She had a show about her and her sisters, and there's some murder. It's a murder mystery, but it's very, very funny. They go to this one place in Dublin where everybody goes to take a dip, and it's all like big cement or stone slabs, and there's a pub there, and everybody goes out there in the dead of winter to go jump in and get the cold water. Is that a very famous place?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
They're in Dublin. So... Buttons.
We only went to Dollymount Beach when we were kids.
Right. Well, we would go to Killala because that's you can walk out, and it would get pretty warm there because it's very up there. It's in a cove, it's Killala Bays, and it's literally a bay. You could walk out about half a mile, and it would only come up to here. On Sligo Beach, Killala Bay. It's right just north of where your clan is from. You just go around the bend to west.
He's got his 4-3 wetsuit. You won't feel a thing.
Oh, you won't feel a thing.
But he'll catch the waves. Because that's what you do out there. You catch the waves.
Have you ever been surfing?
No, I'd love to. The moments when I feel like I'm not actually alive is when I see surfers riding waves. And when I see those crazy dudes jump off of mountains or out of a plane and they have wings and they fly through valleys. Yeah. You see a lot of that shit on fucking Instagram. I'm like, I'm not alive. I'm not living. These guys are living.
I will do that. I will totally do that. I will totally do that. By the way, your mother said
must feel
a 40-foot, it's called.
The 40-foot. Okay. There you go.
Nice.
Well, you're asking the right person now.
But I would totally do that, and I haven't jumped out of a plane. I've been trying to do it forever and ever and ever, and I finally have 2 friends who said they want to go do it, but everybody always flakes out. But I say, do you know that there's Skydive Fano?
Skydive in Fano, yeah, it'd be great.
Next time I'm in Fano, I'm going, and I'll live stream that mother. I will.
Okay, so
would you jump out of a plane? You will, right?
I would, yeah, sure.
Carolyn Martin.
I mean, as long as it's a professional deal. I got a PayPal in from Got a couple. I don't know if they're all related. So that one's Scotty. Yes, I got it. It came through. It came through.
Thank you, Scotty.
Wow. I'll just forward it on to you, man.
You guys are legendary.
Jesus, dudes. Well, this is it, man. No going back to the fucking bar. Moving to Italy. You can do this from Italy. You can have the exact same guitar background. The same exact guitar background. No one will see anything.
I'll have a better setup than that.
Yeah, you might have like a beautiful
I actually
sunset,
have a
Italian
wall.
sunset.
It's like a wall right here. Look at this. Let me touch this. Let me pick up this guitar or this one or that one. Let me pick up the acoustic. It's funny. There's a wall back here. But this is a pretty great note. Everybody always says, man, what is that on 1980? Like, no, that's a green screen, bro.
Looks great, though, I have to say.
I know, considering how shitty my setup was before. It was me in the dark black room, and it was so gloomy. But I got these lights because I forgot. I made a bunch of videos for my band, and I bought all this equipment. I bought the lights, and I have the ring light, but I don't use it because it just makes you look like a weird ferret. I got rid of that. I have it right here. I have a ring light.
That's and like that's a teenager's ring light. That's like a 16-year-old starting her TikTok channel ring light.
What? Why is there more
like the
pro
cheapest?
Looking ones?
Oh my god, you can get crazy. That's the cheap shit they start on, and then they get 1 million followers because they're cute or whatever, and then they get a real proper thing. That's the like Amazon $20.
Where do you think I bought it?
Oh my god, it's hideous. Oh, it brings out the blue in your eyes, though, man. Them Irish eyes are smiling. Please don't.
I'm doing my Instagram thing. It's funny, right? I don't like this has multiple colors. I can change it to
so it's not that bad. Okay, so you got some settings.
Yeah,
that one's all warm.
Yeah, and I can make it go. See, that's office. Day. I like that one's nice. Then there's this one goes brighter. Oh no, that's horrible.
So what are you using regular? Take it away. What are you using? Just the computer?
No, I have 2 lights on either side.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Now you can see that. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? If I put it on the green screen, it loves it even more. Yeah, I have one. I just don't use it. I mean, I could and go. Dirk having tea. Yeah, so I had all this stuff, and finally I just, everybody said, it's time for you to do your own show and up your game. And now I can't see because I'm blinded by that fucking thing. Holy shit.
Carla Martin, that did come through, and thank you, Scotty H. Legend. Wow.
Legendary bastards, all of you. You're beautiful batch of crazy bastard bashers. An amazing thing. But 2 things that didn't happen that need to happen. Hold on.
What's that?
Hold on a second. I have to. These lovely people sent me their wrist shots, and I didn't get to them all.
Let's do it.
Let's get in there. I want everybody to get their shots in, right? So I'm going to get rid of that. One moment, please. This is Daniel Gutierrez, and I want to show his watch, right?
What's he got?
He's got a Speedmaster 3861, and he says
Speedy. You said Speedmaster.
Oh, did I? Yeah. Ooh, Speedy 3861. How did I do that? No, he said nice and smooth. This one made it out of the factory and feeling good.
Okay, good.
So, no sharp edges.
No sharp. Yeah.
On that.
Let's look at the draw. It's 50-50 as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I'm sure that it is.
If you find a smooth one, you keep it. And he's having like a vodka martini there.
He's having like a real martini there. And look at that. Look at the fancy glass and the fancy stirrer. Look at that. You can't throw that one out. That's lovely.
He's got his Omega Speedmaster manual.
Yeah, look at that. That might have been the day he got it, right?
He's celebrating. God damn it. That's what you do when you get a new watch.
You should absolutely do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So I want to actually pull this whole thing up on here.
Look at
This is
this.
some beautiful
Sam
shit.
Lake Consulting.
Sam Lake Consultant, Dirk Bergerwitz. Are you
Bergerwitz.
leaving me? Oh, you're leaving. You're going to go surf. Go surf. Be safe. Don't let the sharks get you, my friend.
Don't
do any of that.
Ray, Oshin. Excuse me, Dirk. Check phone, bro. Yes. Yes, I see messages coming up. What's okay? All right. Yes.
You almost did the theme song.
I almost did. Sorry, I'll get to it in a second. Sorry, man. You're throwing me off. You're throwing me off, Ray. Come on.
Let me get to, where is he? Oh, yeah, this is my guy right here. I want to get these up. This is from Thomas, and he's been sending me a bunch of stuff lately, and he's amazing, and he's got some really great stuff. I'm going to share it with you. Get my emails out of the way, but I want to send the emails because this guy, not only this guy, he's got a very, I said to him, I said, your big, manly, hairy paws. He goes, it was hot out. I know. I want to read the thing first.
Okay.
So look at this absolutely gorgeous vintage Seamaster.
Beautiful.
Oh, with the rice bead bracelet. Look at this. Look at this gorgeous thing.
I prefer that rice beads because everyone says beads of rice.
Rice I always do they?
Rice bead is nicer. I like that.
Yeah. Let me get rid of that so everybody can't see all my shit going on here. I mean, I don't really care. Look at this. This guy is an Omega. It's Omegasmic. This guy. Look at this.
Earth is that?
This is a rare Ottoman dial Omega pocket watch made for the Ottoman Empire market. It's turn of the 19th century. It's got an Omega caliber that was made in 1894 by the Brand brothers. The Brand brothers gave the company its name after the movement in 1985. Because originally the movement was called the Omega Movement, and then they decided to change the name to the.
Look at the hands.
It's all hand painted. It's absolutely beautiful. This is isn't this stuff absolutely beautiful?
That's amazing.
Yeah, this is all his collection. Look at the movement.
That's the back.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Look at that.
Wow.
See, now the onion looks great on this watch because it truly is a Victorian era style.
Sure, yeah.
That looks appropriate to me.
That's very cool.
This is a solid silver cased 2T122 pocket watch. And
who the fuck is this guy? What's his name?
He's amazing.
Do you have a name?
This is Thomas. I'm just going to say Thomas.
Okay. Oh my God, Thomas.
We've talked privately, but look at this. Look at this beautiful.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is a 2T122 pocket watch. This has got a Grand Prix. It's the Grand Prix Paris 1900. Wait till you see this. Ready? Look at that.
Holy shit.
Look at that. So you open up the case.
Can we see that dial again?
Yeah, look at that dial.
Chemin de Fer.
Beautiful.
And what font is that? It's a beautiful font. That is gorgeous.
That's so beautiful. What a beautiful thing. Wow. This guy's got monster paws on him too. You guys see? I said your wrist. I said not to be picky. I said, but your watches all look a little tight. And he's like, it was a hot day and my wrist, it was hot out. I was like, I'm sorry. He goes, my big manly paws, as you call them. Look at the movement on this thing. Look at the way Omega's written in there with the serial number. Look at this. This is just.
It looks like old Irish script or something. Look at Omega.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Okay, so now that I have this open, I can just open up everybody else's. Here's RP 1960. We saw that. Here is Jim Lassick, who's got great stuff. Look at him. Whoa. Look at that. He's looking at everybody.
Yes. That's the Rhodium
Yachty
40. That is one of the greatest watches.
Beautiful. I'm telling you, all these guys are making me feel so. Look at that manly wrist on this.
He's having a nice brandy or something in the background.
Yeah, he's having a cognac. This guy's having a real serious cognac. Here's Carolyn Martin. Look at that.
Beautiful.
With her Tudor Pepsi.
It's a classy watch.
Scott Huggins. Look at this. What is
this? This is a G-Shock, but it might be the one in gold. There's a very expensive G-Shock that comes in gold. I don't know. There's one in brass and one in gold. Not brass, but what does it come in? Something cheaper, and then there's an actual solid gold one.
Is it really gold though?
Yeah, there's an actual solid gold one out there that's worth a lot. It's like $100,000 or something, but it's a G-Shock. I don't know if that's it. That looks like a plastic gold. But it's got its fans, man. This stuff this is a cult. This is a cult in itself,
No, I know that it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got Marc Gerard wearing "No Time to Die."
Wow.
On the Milanese.
On the Milanese. That's the way to get it.
Yeah.
That the price on that watch has come down a little since the hype.
I know.
And it's it's a lot more affordable now. It's like eight and a half. You can get one. They were going over 10 for a while.
They were.
Yeah,
I was watching that. Somebody asked earlier in the show if I've ever tried one on, and I was bitching about Planet Omega because I've never tried this watch on.
I've tried
wanted
it on.
To, and
super light and super comfortable. Yeah,
I believe it. I thought for sure Planet Omega was gonna have like after you go through the museum, the yellow brick road of watches.
Too late, Carolyn. Too late. Please don't show my watch. I feel like I'm wearing jeans and Met Gala.
We already did. What were you doing? The dishes? We showed it already. I saw your name.
Car or something.
Oh, she's in the car. I showed it. Okay, so we got Bruce Lenwood Moody, and he's got a beautiful. Oh, look at this crazy date. This is vintage, right? Mm-hmm. Look at the bezel on that.
Mm-hmm. It's the old style. It's not. That's a steel. That's a steel bezel. I don't think that's white gold. I think that's the steel bezel before they start making the white gold ones. You can correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Look, okay, I don't even want to get started on this because you know exactly what you're looking at when you see this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a Speedmaster. This is a 321 Seamaster.
Seamaster 321.
Look at this dial. It is one of the most beautiful things ever. And there was a moment where
what kind of tachometer is on that? It goes 60 to 1,000. What is that?
I don't know. It's completely different. I love the alpha hands on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this thing. And this looks like it's in pretty great shape. This is probably a 1960 or 1961. I used to know the reference off the top of my head for this one, but I don't at the moment. I'm going to say, it's a 58. Yeah, and it's a 321. Of course, it's a 321. Incredible. Jonas Bernsveden. Look at this. 2 in a row. Is that possible? Oh, no, it's the same guy. Same watch.
Same guy.
Jesus, scared the bejesus out of me there. You did. That's a nice shot. You can see it up close. Yeah, those are investment pieces. And if any watch that's got a 321 in it is an investment piece. And it's absolutely nuts. Thank you. Rob Pelletier. Oh, that's the loom. Okay, thanks. I guess we were talking about he sent this as a last minute wrist shot. He wanted to get his shot in there.
Martin is saying you could buy a steel back then. You could get a steel bezel or a white gold bezel. It's a 1601 versus a 1603. Good to know.
Wow. And then the incredible Rufus. Oh, that's just a letter. I'll read that privately.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, thanks for the wrist shots. I love looking at what everybody's wearing. And, I've made a new couple of Omega friends who've turned me on to some things that I did not even know existed, especially the earlier stuff. And also, my friend Tom, my new friend Tom, has told me how he goes about procuring a lot of these very old watches. And it's a very, very clever way to get some of these for a very reasonable price. Because some of these
you're going to share, or is this a secret?
Well, it's a secret, and then I'm going to get the couple, and then I'll tell everybody how I did
it. Okay.
Because I want to get my licks in first,
Right.
But there's a way to do it. But if you want to get some classic, this is Omega, this is not Rolex. That's never going to fucking happen.
Right.
But and it's not going to happen with Audemars and Piguet or Vacheron or Patek. It's not going to happen with any of the Trinity.
Uh-huh.
But with Omega, there's so many watches out there, Seamasters, not anything after 57. You're out of luck unless you're looking at DeVille's and stuff because they've gotten expensive. But you can get Seamasters in the 40s and early 50s with bumper movements in them.
Mm-hmm.
You can get them for a couple $100. It's doable, and some of them are in some beautiful shape. So I'm just saying. And this guy's
not going to give it away. So
I'm going to get a couple, and then I'm going to give it away. give it away, because then everybody's going to go. Oh! And then after tonight's show, because now we're major influencers, but now that I'm such a massive influencer, everybody's going to run to it and buy all this. And now the thing's going to be vintage Omega. Everybody's going to be vintage Omega. I should write a song called Omega, 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 right? We should do like a theme. Because even Reynold Eichelman says all three of those. He's the president
does.
of Omega. Yeah, if he's in England, he says Omega. If he's in America, he says Omega.
Oh,
And
that's
then
smart.
just generally, he says Omega. Isn't that
That's
crazy
smart.
town? Isn't that crazy town? Travis Watts, how do we send our Wristshots? Very simple. Send them to my name, Dirk Kennedy, at iCloud.com. And I will feature you in a future segment.
You're giving away your actual personal email there.
No, I'm not. That's not an email that I use.
Oh, okay.
I made that one just so oddly happens to be my name, but that's not the one that I use.
No. Okay. Good.
It isn't. I have another email that I use, and I have many emails. I don't have any Gmail. Let me tell you something. Can I vent before this all comes to a fabulous crash and close? I don't have any Gmail accounts, but I just got my elderly neighbor a new laptop because her laptop was so old. If you have a problem with Gmail, you are fucked, because there's nobody in the universe that can help you other than this robot from Google. Because I called up iCloud. I had a problem when I transferred all their data over to this new cute machine. I had a little problem with iCloud. They sorted it out. I got on the phone with Alicia. She was great. She couldn't figure it out. So she got Jeff on the phone and we figured it out. Jeff and I shot the shit. It was great. Then when her Gmail didn't work, because it didn't transfer over with the passwords and she didn't remember it. Shit out of luck. So I'm locked out of her Gmail. And holy shit. And how I got on that, I don't know. But I just wanted to vent about tech. I don't have a Google address, and I don't plan on making one. I don't like it. I don't like it, Google. Fix that. Fix it now. Gerard Watson says Omega used to integrate their Milanese. They did, and they were beautiful. Those open spring bars on the No Time to Die or No Mattress, something like the Speedmaster shop. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true. But, listen, what's old is new again. What comes around goes around. So, if you say that loud enough, especially on such an influential show as this one, Omega might very well go back to doing that, because your voice is being heard. This megaphone is now getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Dirk Weekdays.
Dab.
Are we at 2,000? Are we at 10,000 subscribers yet? You think so with the way tonight went? You would absolutely think so. Anyway, kiddies, I love you. And I love you, Sheen. And we should end because we're an hour and a half and plus. Thank you so much for tonight. This was a very exciting. Gerard Watson got £1.99 in there. Hey, man, I'll kick around. I'm not going to. Hey, I'm in the supermarket. Let's go. Gerard 99, £1.99. Thank you so much. Because in American currency, that's almost $5. Because your money's worth a lot of stuff. The pound you just can't beat the pound. No matter what they do, the pound is unbelievable. Sterling. Yeah. It's the pound so sterling. So strong. Yeah. And it always is. Last time when Dana and I in 2014, we were in London for a wedding, which was marvelous, by the way. Before our Paris sojourn, before we got on the.
I'm just showing all the super chats. While you're talking, I'm going to show all the earlier super.
Thank you so much. We checked into the hotel and the pound was $1.91, $1.91 to the pound. Holy shit! It was double. It was literally double.
I know. I remember Steve Lyon, the producer, coming over and like buying everything he could in New York because everything was basically half price. He bought Apple stuff and everything while he was there. There's Scotty H, who also gave you a PayPal. Just want to shout out to everyone who chipped in tonight. This is magnificent, and like we need to reiterate it. This is gonna save Dirk's life. None of this money goes to me at all. This is all Dirk. Dirk is Maximus. Dirkovitz.
I used to have a friend who used to call me that because he said, "You're a closet Jew." Because I was because you know what I used to do when I was a kid? I used to go to my friend.
But what's your first name? If your last name is Dirkovitz, what's your first name?
Samuel, of course. Samuel Dirkovitz. That's right. I used to go to I grew up in the neighborhood it was Italians, Irish, and a lot of Jews, but there was a lot of really great synagogues, and I used to go for the cantors. So I would go to shul and I would go check out all the different because I love the singing. because of singing for Eastern scale stuff. Those guys are all marvelous. And my friend used to say, Dirk used to call me Dirkovitz. That's so funny. My friend Larry used to call me that. Hey, Dirkovitz, did you go to shul today? I said, I did, as a matter of fact. I said, of course, it's Saturday. It's the Sabbath.
Next thing you'd be calling me a terrorist. Go full circle.
No. No. I support the people of Palestine. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
This is amazing, though.
Yes.
People are really coming in hard here. This is fantastic. Just amazing.
I like Rufus. You'll get to it in a minute because there's a bunch of super chats that just came in.
Really?
I like it when Dirk takes his vitamins, or as you'd say, vitamins. Yeah, it's true. I took a nap.
You're B12, man.
You know what? I used to take B12 all the time when I had those. I used to work at that bar that was so rough at night. It was just a Tiffany, Amber, Bethany, and sometimes Madison would come in, and I'd make 1,000 margaritas and whatnot. And me and my friend Louisa, my dear Louisa, we would pop a shitload of B12s before the night was, and we would be flying around. It was like we were doing cocaine without doing the cocaine, which is great. Wow. You know, it's funny. Now I don't feel it on my left. Now I don't feel it here anymore. I felt it earlier.
Oh, you got used. Yeah, you got. Yeah, just it takes a.
Should I start wearing it on my left wrist? I feel like it's got a bumper movement in it. You know, because when you have a bumper movement in an old watch, you actually feel the movement going around. I'm not saying I can feel.
The 7750 is like that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Let me pretend I'm.
Are this is the new one here. Is this? Am I
Thomas Burnett? Ones? Yes, that's our guy.
Okay.
He doxed himself with his last name because I wouldn't give it out. But cheers, Dirk. Glad you enjoyed the vintage. Dude, Vintage Omega to me is like machine watching two girls make out. Can I just say that? I sent you last week and this week. I've loved them and I featured them because I actually want to know you and I want to be your best friend. You've got a great show going. Thank you because of people like you. Don't forget to check out the link to the Omega website. Yeah, I've been on that a million times. But what I do, I always stop in 1957 and go, ah. I love the pictures on there. There's on the Omega website, there's a great history timeline. You can go through the entire history. And you know what? It's crazy. The first dive watch ever made. Rufus, I didn't climb you. I want to be your best friend and I want to try on all your watches. And I'm not like it puts the lotion on its skin. Put the dog in the basket.
Put the goddamn lotion in the basket. Feel the love, Dirk, and Shane. Thank you, man.
I feel love. Oh, I feel good. I feel good. I feel good.
Maxi67 sent to PayPal from Maxi67 legend.
Can we talk about what an unbelievable singer Donna Summer was? She was.
I don't see it, man. Are you sure you sent it to the Timeless Watch Channel at gmail.com? The Timeless Watch Channel at gmail.com.
I feel love. It was an amazing song. Giorgio Moroder. She died so young. Fuck that. What's your favorite Donna Summer song?
MacArthur Park.
Yeah, of course, right. I mean, isn't it when you create? You know who wrote that song?
Yeah, I know
the guy who wrote Wichita Lineman.
Yeah, that strange fella. His original version was so
no. The original version was held on an album called Hellbent for Leather. It was Richard Harris did it first.
Richard Harris did it. So weird.
I mean,
but no, her version. She turned it into a pop thing. It was so.
But
great.
An epic though.
Yeah.
And I never knew that it was MacArthur Park is melting in the dark. Oh, it's sweet green icing. I never knew that was the lyric when I was a kid. I never knew what that was.
What did you think it was?
I didn't know it. I said, the sweet Jimmy Webb. He was the writer. That guy wrote everything. He wrote everybody's songs. Him and Anthony Newley wrote everything. It's incredible what he wrote, Anthony Newley. And Jimmy Webb, he wrote it. I mean, I think Wichita Lineman is maybe one of the most perfect songs ever written. It's incredible.
Are
you a fan of it?
It's a sexy woman.
Donna Summer. She was amazing. I love On the Radio, MacArthur Park,
On the
Bad Girls.
So good.
Yeah,
so good.
It's such good shit. Crazy bass playing on those records too. Fucking amazing. I mean, you know what's funny? When disco was a thing, of course, being a rock kid, I was like, disco sucks. But like as you grow as a musician, you're like, disco does not suck. Some of the best drummers, some
Oh
of the
my
best.
God.
It's an amazing musicianship. It's
We wouldn't have
crazy
had the
stuff.
Bee Gees, man.
Look, the Bee Gees rebranded themselves because remember before they were like, when you go now in my now. That's what they were in the beginning. Was only one oh. That's what they were before. And then they just completely.
What is happening? What are they hearing?
Well, that's what the Bee Gees sounded like back in those days. And was really only was. That's what they sounded like. And then they were like, Nights on Broadway. That's my favorite Bee Gees song.
Night Fever.
Fucking down. No, Nights on Broadway. Here we are in a room full of strangers. Wow. That's oh, it's amazing. Great shit. I love that stuff. Bee Gees. The other day we were listening to the best of Andy Gibb on our drive. Fucking amazing songs. I Just Want to Be Your Everything, Shadow Dancing, all written by Barry, of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. Was Andy Gibb a hit in Ireland?
No.
Oh, no. I just want to be your everything. Open up your heaven in your heart and let me be the things you are to me. And not some puppet on a string. That wasn't a hit. You don't know that song?
If it was, I missed it.
Because he was listening to Marillion. Sorry.
You're talking about the 1970s.
Wasn't Marillion around in the 70s?
Not quite, no. I was probably listening to Rush. No, I was probably listening to Beethoven. I was probably listening to classical. I was a big classical head when I was a kid.
I was reading Proust and Chekhov. I didn't have time for any of that fluffer nutter.
No, but I got into Beethoven when I was there was hooked on classics, and they had a drum beat behind this classical stuff, and then I actually really got in. No, it was Ravel's Bolero and the Beethoven's Fifth and stuff. That was my entry.
Yeah, remember that? A Fifth of Beethoven by what's his face? But I think Walter/Wendy Carlos did that first when she did Switched on Bach in the early 70s.
Rufus Donna Summer and Alex Lifeson used to live in my town. Well, Alex was until the Ritz-Carlton here pissed him off and chased him out. Didn't he get into a punch fight or something?
It's on YouTube, and you can see they broke Alex Lifeson's nose. And they were tased. Jesus. They were at a New Year's celebration at the Ritz-Carlton in Florida. And something happened where somebody got into an altercation and they intervened and they grabbed Alex Lifeson's son. And Alex Lifeson said, hey, he's not involved in that. And they got involved in the melee. Alex and his son both got tased and they broke Alex Lifeson's nose.
And he spent the night in lockdown.
He spent the night in the jail. Yeah. And he's got a tuxedo on and he's absolutely covered in blood. It's on YouTube. You can see it.
I'm the greatest guitarist of all. I'm one of the nicest people in the history of the world.
Alex Lifeson is my favorite human. I love him. I just want to, if I ever met him, I'd be like, I want to hug you.
And he's so funny.
He's so funny.
Like naturally funny. The guy could have been a comedian.
He's the funniest guy ever, as Getty will say. But he's also, he's got such a kindness about him and such a generosity. And he's a fucking monster. The uniquest guitar player ever. Yeah, no one plays like
one of my top three easily. Yeah. Maxi, it was the timeless. Okay, so maybe I'm just not getting but thank you so much. Don't dox me. I see. So maybe it's I see. Okay, well, thank you, man. I'll forward it straight on to Dirk once we get off.
Anyway, I think we should wrap it up. Guys, thank you for this monumental and absolutely epic evening. I mean, this was just absolutely crazy town. Absolutely crazy town.
More than a woman. That one just
sure. Well, that's the Bee Gees. I mean, that's just one of the greatest songs.
That one just I'm going to listen to that now tonight.
My favorite Bee Gees song, two favorite songs, because you can. I mean, How Deep Is Your Love is one of the greatest.
How Deep Is Your Love, sure. Yeah.
Well, that's all he has to do. Is he does that on the Guilty album too. He'll just come in and go, how can you mend a broken heart? It's just when he does that, it's just fucking
Ray
crazy.
Ray, $2. Thanks, man. Thank God there's no after show, as hell is full of. Thanks, Ray Ray, for the super chats, man. Legends.
Thank you, everyone. Did we get everybody? Did we get everybody the quick shout out on all the super chats?
Yeah, I think I got through everyone. Yes.
Daniel and Carolyn and Default. I don't know who Default is. Ray Ray, Travis, Rufus. We're going to go one more time. JD, investment janitor. JHB, Alan Gilbert, investment janitor. Ash Fishpool, who started the ball rolling on the mega ones. Holy crap, you legend motherfucker. You're amazing.
He upped the game.
You upped the game. Andrew Volkovich joined in the party. Investment janitor again. Nathaniel, Ray Ray. Investment janitor again. Andrew again. Nathaniel again. D Wood again. Investment janitor. Nathaniel Hannon. RP 1960. Alpha Foxtrot went crazy. Absolutely crazy. Shane McGee went even more crazy. Investment janitor. Then we got Nathaniel Hannon. Crazy. Hope you're having a great date. Get really drunk and be a slut. Gerard Watson. £9.99. Then we got Nathaniel Hannon again. I hope everything's going well. Then Andrew went absolutely bonkers. Carolyn Martin. You're crazy too. Scotty H, unbelievable legend. Ray Ray, Gerard Watson, Thomas Burnett. You know, I want to be your best friend. Rufus, Shane McGee, Ray Ray. You guys are all legends. Thank you for tonight. This was the most monumental thing. Humbled beyond belief. And Asheen, thank you so much for the drop in. I just think everybody was looking for a little dose of
I figured I'd come over and say hello. That's all.
It's magical. It was absolutely fucking magical. What a night. What a night. Oh, what a night. Thank you very much. And on that note.